We are live, guys, for JCK 108 and getting things started. Out of the blue corner is Li Dong. Now, he is making his JCK debut tonight. We don't know a lot about him. He is 3-1 as a pro. He has a considerable reach advantage coming into this fight, which will be very useful. You know, one thing, we heard the Chinese commentators, Hou Yu told me specifically when we were there in the meeting, talking about the card, that this kid has come from a pretty rough life.
Yep, he had a really, rough go at it. His father passed away and left his family in a lot of debt, and then he had to pull out of going to university and decided, you know, he didn't have the funds to go to university. Ended up joining a team. Actually, I know his coach very well. Not far from my city, sitting next to me, where my parents-in-law actually live in Zhongshan. They're in Tuowu in Zhongshan. And his coach says that this kid is very well-rounded, super aggressive, and puts on a show.
And what's interesting is, before he discovered MMA as a fan, he hadn't trained. Like, he didn't have any sort of combat sports background. He came into the sport relatively late, and he's been very successful thus far with the 3-1 record.
Yeah, and that's something we need to explain to the fans overseas. Most, you know, for a lot of fans, a lot of fighters overseas, you know, it's kind of normal. You start a sport and you just run with it. And there are some combat athletes that have zero background. But here, especially in this region, especially in China, most of the pro fighters have a combat sport background: wrestling, sanda, boxing, etc. So it's not that common that we find someone like Li Dong. Another really young fighter making his debut here at JCK, Bai Linbo. Professionally, he is got 3-1. He trains at Guocheng Fight Team with the former champion Haleke, one of my co-commentators' favorite fighters, Haleke. I mean, we all know you taught Haleke that knee bar, right?
Calf slicer.
Oh, calf slicer. And so this kid comes very highly, you know, there's a lot of hype around him. The only comment that they said is, like, he walks around at 56 kilograms. You know, this division is 57. Most of the athletes are cutting some weight, and you'll see, like, he's 163 centimeters tall with a reach of 165. He's like really not that big for this division, but he apparently is very aggressive and brings the action. Very confident, and even though he's small for it, isn't, you know, they say sometimes there's a big dog in a small body.
Not about the size of the dog in the fight, but rather the size of the fight in the dog. Mark Twain.
That's right.
Just looking at Bai Linbo, he had his last fight was in a really big promotion, and it was against a really tough guy who is 3-0 going into that one, and he lost by decision. Everybody else he's beat. So, you know, this is the matchmakers doing a really good job. We got two guys who are 3-1 going up against each other. Somebody's one has got to go.
Yeah, and like we've seen from experience that these new guys, yeah, it's a little bit,
taking forever to get his chain off.
These young kids or these younger fighters coming onto the JCK roster, most of the time they come with a really big chip on their shoulder, trying to prove, trying to get the contract, trying to state, you know, raise their hand so that they can move up into this division, up into the upper echelon, where hopefully they all can end up like the main, you know, the main 4 fights on the card tonight, where it's, you know, in the running for $1 million RMB cash.
100%.
And then we see Bai Linbo in the last few checkups before he steps into the JCK.
Really savoring his walkout tonight is Bai Linbo, making the most of it, trying to take it all in.
Yeah, that's a tip for any future fighter. Wear more jewelry and act like you can't loosen it.
It throws your opponent off because his nervous energy is, he's going to be, you know, he's just waiting forever. You get a mind games right from the start.
Mind games. Welcome to the JCK Arena by Linbo. And as we look at the matchups graphic between these two fighters, we see the age is exactly the same, but the height and reach advantage goes to Li Dong.
本场 JCK MMA Fight Night 男子银两局的复赛交锋， 蓝方选手身高167公分，臂展171厘米，体重57.50公斤，年龄25岁，来自于拓武格斗俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩4战3胜1负。那么今天晚上上 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是蓝方选手李栋。本场比赛，红方选手身高163公分，臂展165厘米，体重56.50公斤，年龄22岁，来自于国强格斗俱乐部 MMA 综合格斗战绩2战全胜。那么今天晚上同样是他的 JCK 战绝城的首秀，他就是统治者百灵波。本场比赛场上裁判谢林杰。
Fighter. Watch your back hand. Watch your nose shake. Don't grab your cage. Okay, touch. Back. Judge. 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 Time. Ready? Fight!
All set for the first fight of the night between Li Dong in the blue and Bai Linbo in the red. Bai Linbo's got the blonde streak in his hair. I wonder how that will affect his performance. Oh, huge right hand right away.
Bai can mean 100, but it also means white.
That character means white.
Yep. So he's got nice right through the middle.
No feeling out process, really. These guys are throwing down right away.
Li Dong literally wants to use his range. Nice jabs from him.
You know what? Bai Linbo doesn't look undersized in there.
Nice blast from Bai there.
You know, some people might argue that not cutting weight could be an advantage. You might have better stamina, better cardio, less muscle fatigue. What do you think?
I think it depends on the fight. How it goes, your style of fighting, your opponent's style of fighting. There are a lot of uppercuts has Bai Linbo. Uppercuts and overhands.
Oh, nice calf kick. That off-balanced him as well. Two young guys, both 22, both 3-1 as a pro, at a very similar level in their careers here. Who is going to be able to push forward and reach the next level? We see a stance switch from Bai Linbo.
Yeah, and Li Dong, I don't know if you saw earlier, he did a nice little shuffle. See how he just keeps changing levels a little bit to the left. But it's Bai cutting him off very well here.
Work.
Oh, wow, big right hand.
Another right hand follow, but Li Dong just eating that and walking forward. It doesn't really seem to be phased too much.
I was just going to say, like, he has a chin because he got cracked there and was completely unfazed. So the chin of Li Dong getting tested early.
Goes to the body, does Li Dong.
There was also a bit of a
stiff jab on the way.
A clash of heads on the way in after that right hand. But luckily, no damage showing on either fighter yet.
Nice Chutwai, the side kick, very popular in Chinese Sanda. So there.
It's a rare technique in MMA. You don't see a lot of side kicks.
Most of the Chinese fighters, something they like to use. Even Li Jingliang used that a few times in his fights.
Shout out to the Leech, one of the best Chinese MMA fighters of all time. And
nice exchange here from Li Dong.
That was a great left hook by Li Dong there. Bai Linbo answering back.
Bai Linbo very aggressive, but when he swarms forward, he does drop his hands. He needs to be careful not to get countered. Oh, nice overhand from Bai Linbo.
Stiff jab by Li Dong as well.
Both these guys doing something big. Double jab, right cross, uppercut hook.
Oh, they're throwing that. And you know what? Bai Linbo is really loading up on that right hand, which is kind of telegraphing it a little bit.
He's had very good success with that calf kick. Bai Linbo, Nice overhand lands.
Cracked him with that one. And I agree with the leg kick. He's thrown 2 or 3 really solid low kicks that have had an immediate effect.
Bai Linbo, he trains with Halaka, as I said. Halaka is a very good striker.
Shout out to Haile Arko. Can't wait to see him bounce back after that tough loss to Zhou Qiang, who's fighting later on the card tonight. You know, he was on such a good run there, but at this level, everybody's so dangerous.
Nice stiff jab on the exit from Li Dong. Doubles up. He's using his range very well.
Very evenly matched are these two, I believe. Great matchmaking. Okay, you see our first grappling exchange of the fight as they clinch against the fence with Li Dong pressing Bai Linbo against the cage. 20 seconds here to work. Oh, big knee to the body and elbow. Are we beginning to see a momentum shift?
Yeah, we saw Bai Linbo take some big breaths after that.
Nice calf kick by Li Dong as well. That closes out round 1.
A good round 1. Did Li Dong do enough to steal that round?
I think that exchange there at the end was probably the most damage that either guy landed in the round thus far. See the face of Bai Linbo showing some of it there.
不错，很好，他干不过你啊，明白？
Let's look at some of the highlights here.
Front kick up the middle misses by Bai Linbo. Stiff jab by Li Dong there, and a right hand to the body. Is that stepping side kick that you mentioned? This was the end of the round where Li Dong landed that nice step-in knee to the body and an elbow over top.
Seconds off. Out.
Referee chasing everybody out and get the action back for the second round here in the first bout of tonight.
Yes, that was a good end to the first round by Li Dong as he landed some damaging strikes against the fence. Let's see if he can carry that momentum forward and through into the second round here.
Oh, nice. Hook
Cracked him with
straight,
that one.
another straight through the middle. He's mixing up that lead jab with the lead left hook, followed by the right cross very well. And he's staying right on the edge of the outside. There we go. There we see Bai Linbo. This is where Bai Linbo.
Here we go.
Very good.
They're throwing down now. That left hook by
Oh, big uppercut there.
has got him shooting. Let's see if he's able to finish this takedown. He's pretty close to it.
Just that, you know, Li Dong has in his corner there, he's got best wrestlers who's gone to MMA, multiple national champion.
Wow.
There, you see his coach right there behind him on the right from Tuo Wu.
Okay. Well, in spite of this, he has been taken down by Bai Linbo. Let's see what Bai Linbo can do as the fight hits the mat for the first time tonight.
Interesting fact about his coaches, he was fighting for another promotion and he suplexed one person so many times in the fight that the promotion then decided to ban suplexes in in that competition.
Suplexes were banned.
Yeah, so obviously I'm talking about Peng Wen.
Wow.
See him there. He also fought in the same division, so he's still very young. He's only 30 years old with 2 kids. He retired very young, became a coach. So he is definitely still in there training and rolling and wrestling himself a purple belt.
Suplexing guys in the gym, probably.
Yeah, probably, but we can see both these guys still throwing down. Feels like Bai Linbo rallied a little bit. Really goes for that right overhand. Oh, beautiful overhand into the shot.
Absolutely. Now, Bai Linbo did successfully get that takedown. Maybe he feels like grappling could be a potential route to victory here as he attempts another grappling attack against Li Dong, who then reverses him against the cage.
Li Dong has a deep underhook. Oh, goes for a nice throw. Good. Is that the Uchimata?
Good fight tell. Both guys have really good balance. They separate.
I always forget the Rugashi, Uchimata. One very similar. One of them obviously grabs one leg, one crosses both legs.
Yup. Let's ignite the judo and wrestling debate.
Oh, nice little lead. It's a pity Bai Linbo didn't put any pepper behind the punch. It would land pretty clean there.
See a stance switch by Bai Linbo here. I feel like his movements are slightly more labored.
Yes. I think Li Dong needs to work the body more. He had really good success with that knee. And if he can stay far, keep picking away with his jab, lead left hook.
Just a tough matchup for either guy. They're so evenly matched. It's hard for either guy to really pull ahead. Although based on body language, I would say Li Dong is probably ahead on the cards here.
Nice spinning back kick. Lands on the arms of Li Dong. Bai Linbo. That's one thing which man, he's had such good success with that low kick has Bai Linbo, and he's so aggressive. He really does bring the action.
Definitely. That calf
Walking
kick has
forward.
been
Money.
for him. 40 seconds left in this round. Very competitive, very close matchup between these two. Nice left hand by Bai Linbo there. He lands some shots. You know, he's going for it.
And Li Dong much more defensive. Maybe he's doesn't pace himself a little bit better.
And Li Dong has a great gas tank. Hasn't really shown any noticeable signs of fatigue yet. 10 seconds left in the second round.
Oh, big overhand throw. But it's the counter from Bai Linbo that lands. That was a much closer round. I actually don't know.
Coin flip.
Really, a coin flip.
Take a look at some of that round two action. Very close competitive round between these two. We see a nice left hand by Li Dong there. Nice elbow on top by Bai Linbo. It was his throw attempt. Both guys showing off their physical strength and balance. Nice left hand by Bai Linbo. You know, he actually did pretty well in this round. I agree with you.
I guess if I have to make an estimation, I'll probably say one apiece going to the third, but it's so close, you know, and it's sometimes so hard to be a commentator and call the action and not get pulled into your own words, you know, and to be swindled by what you say, you know.
Show of respect at the beginning of the third and final round between Li Dong in the blue and Bai Linbo in the red. Huge round. Could be 1-1.
Very light on his feet is Li Dong.
Indeed, bouncing in and out.
So light on his toes.
Bai Linbo still marching forward. I feel like Li Dong has done really well on the back foot countering. Oh, nice. Heard
nice counter right cross. Doesn't land clean, but it goes through the guard of Bai.
We heard that one cage side.
Another stiff little cross there. Goes to the bottom of the hook, but it's another low kick for his effort. Oh, but countered by a hook, straight hook.
I would say that both of these guys look much more mature than their 3-1 record would suggest.
And only 22 years old. Oh.
Yes.
Bai Linbo lands a overhand right and works another calf kick again.
Very composed, very well rounded. Both men showing off quite polished striking skills and very good striking fundamentals.
Doubles up with that lead left hand. This is not where Bai Linbo wants to fight. If he stays on the outside, he allows Li Dong to stand on the outside. He's getting picked apart. You see how Li Dong just
Nice
stays on
shot.
the edge.
That was a great penetration step. Great timing on that level change, and he is able to complete the takedown, and this time has his man down in the center of the cage, which makes it more difficult for Li Dong to stand up. Oh, nice hammer fist.
One hammer fist, beautifully done. Short punches there.
We see Li Dong trying to push away and use those butterflies to create separation. You can tell he wants, to try to stand up, which is very smart. He's been doing very well on his feet. Bai Linbo would surely like to keep him down. We've seen, however, in recent JCK events, the referee really does not allow for much inactivity on the bottom.
Going for a triangle, but
Bai Linbo
almost gets past through his effort.
Bai Linbo saw that coming, and here it is. Is Li Dong able to stand up? No, Bai Linbo
He's got an underhook.
puts him back down.
Yep, he's going to stand up with us. It's a
Okay,
knee for his effort.
young fighters watching at home, take a page out of Li Dong's book.
Yeah, both these guys are taking deep breaths after that. Bai Linbo did a lot of effort to try and do damage there, and Li Dong also has managed to get up.
What I really like about Li Dong there is he did not accept bottom position at all. He was trying the entire time to get up, and he got up.
And, man, the last two exchanges, Bai Linbo was getting the better of the exchanges.
Yeah, super close fight. I mean, I would say that he's ahead of this round.
And now he's getting picked apart with a jab again. So back and forth.
I think he's just been quite aggressive and just moving forward constantly, but has had a little bit of trouble with the
range.
Yeah, and the counters
That's cross.
of Li Dong. Can't believe Li Dong's only been striking for a couple years because he looks really good. He looks like he's been striking since he was a kid.
Spinning hook there, flashy.
Another shot by Bai Linbo. Not a lot of time left in the round.
Nice lead left hook there from Bai Linbo on the exit.
Credit to Bai Linbo. He's been bringing it the whole time.
Yep. He's looking forward. He's the one pushing action. Li Dong is picking up on the outside, but not doing that much damage.
And I thought Li Dong won the first round pretty clearly. Second round was close. Bai Linbo, I think, has won the third round so far, at least. Is that somebody's mouthpiece? 20 seconds. Quick break in the action. They didn't stop the time though. Now we only have 10 seconds left. Will there be a final flurry? Bai Linbo
Already
celebrating. Hands in the air.
Bai Linbo thinks he's done enough to get this victory, but I don't know, man.
In such a close fight,
That's such a close fight.
I don't think I'd be quite so confident in such a close fight.
Yes.
Really hard to say. Who you got?
I'm not sure. Let's go to the judges' decision and see who won this first fight of the night.
Let's take a look at some of the action from the fight. It was a really evenly matched fight. Like I said, both these guys were 3-1. Both these guys are 22 years old. Similar styles, a little bit more grappling heavy for Bai Linbo as we saw in rounds 2 and 3. This was a big exchange at the end of the first round here, where Li Dong lands a big step in knee and then a follow-up elbow over the top. Li Dong showed some really nice striking, really crisp and clean striking, great on the counters all night tonight. Bai Linbo constantly pressing forward. He had the takedown attempts. He did successfully take down his opponent twice, I believe, during the fight. Landed some ground and pound. Man, it's a close fight. This hammer fist was really nice. Boom, cracks him on the chin. I really don't know who to give this one to, honestly. I'm glad that I'm not a judge. Seems like the judges are still deliberating. Bai Linbo was pretty confident that he had it. We saw with 5 seconds left, he put his hands up in the air, doing a little victory lap there. I wouldn't be quite so sure if I were either man. Very close fight. Let's see how the judges have it.
接下来宣布比赛结果：1号裁判29比28 ，Judge Number 1 29 to 28； 2号裁判28比29 ，Judge Number 2 28 to 29； 3号裁判29比28 ，Judge Number 3 29 to 28。本场比赛3位裁判分歧判定，红方胜。For the winner, by split decision, win by point, representing China. Red corner, Bai Linbo.